Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about food waste. Now this is something that I've been working really hard on the last few months, is trying to cut down the amount of food we waste. Especially when you're gluten-free, because gluten-free products are really expensive and you don't want to waste things like crusts of bread or things that you have paid like a premium for. So today I've come up with 4 recipes to help you guys save some money and save some food waste. Now the first recipe that I want to share with you today is my gluten-free banana, date and walnut cake. Woo-hoo. I mean seriously, this smells incredible. This is a really simple recipe that I put together on my blog. It's been on there for a little while now and I make it over and over again. Today I've made it using some bananas, and what you really need is those bananas that are really black and mushy, like the ones that you're on the verge of throwing away. Keep them, they are the best bananas to use for these. Mush them up with some dates and some walnuts and whatever else you want to put in it. And here's the cake. So easy to make. I'm going to post a link to the full recipe for that down below, and I'll also put a link to it at the end of this video, so stay watching to get that. But for now, here are 3 other recipes to help you eliminate your food waste. The first thing I'm going to be making is my gluten-free fried chicken recipe. Now this uses up any leftover bread ends or crust that you've got going slightly stale, or if you've got some leftovers from other recipes you've been making. The first thing that you want to do is chuck them in a blender with some spices and some garlic powder and a few herbs just to suit your taste. Once you've made your breadcrumbs, you're ready to make your fried chicken. So you take each piece of chicken, dip it in your gluten-free flour, then in the egg, and then dip it in the gluten-free breadcrumbs. Make sure you press them in nice and hard so that you get a really good coating. If you've made too many breadcrumbs like I clearly have here, then you can always freeze some ready for next time. Make sure your oil is nice and hot in the pan and then get frying. This chicken is so easy to make. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until it's nice and golden brown and cooked in the middle. Oh, so delicious. I love this recipe because gluten-free bread is so expensive that it makes sense to use every single bit. So it is a really good way of making sure you don't waste any of your gluten-free bread, plus it tastes amazing. I'll make sure I link the recipe down below if anyone wants to give it a try themselves. Now my next recipe I want to share with you guys is a really quick and easy risotto. It's my chorizo leek and spring green risotto, which I made with my own homemade vegetable stock. Making vegetable stock is super easy. All I do is collect up all my vegetable trimmings from the week before. So for example, onion tops and skins, the ends of leeks, leftover tomatoes which look a bit sorry for themselves, all sorts of vegetables. Chuck them in a pan with some fresh herbs from the garden, or maybe you can use supermarket herbs that are starting to not look their best, and boil it down for about half an hour. Once you've strained your stock, you can keep it in the fridge, or you can even put it in the freezer to use later, but for me it's going straight in my risotto as it's one of the key ingredients. You want to start off this recipe by frying the chorizo in some olive oil with some garlic paste, and then you slowly add in the other vegetables. So add some celery and then the leeks, and then you add the spring greens, which may look like a lot when you first put them in, but trust me, they'll wilt down as they start to get hot. Next, add the rice and a splash of wine, stir it so everything's coated, and then it's time to start adding the stock. Now the really important thing with risotto is that you make sure the stock is hot before you add it, and you keep it hot throughout the whole process. And then you just add a ladle at a time and keep going for about 20 minutes until the whole thing is done, stirring lots. And that's it, my gluten-free chorizo leek and spring green risotto is ready to be served with a nice wedge of lemon on the side, and I'll link this recipe down below as well. Finally, one ingredient that always gets thrown away is potato peelings. Did you know you can actually make some really quick and easy crisps with them? Once you've peeled the potatoes you need for whatever recipe you're making, set aside the potato peelings, chuck them in a bowl, drizzle with olive oil, and then put whatever flavourings you like on. I like to go for lime and chilli and definitely some salt. Now the great thing is that you can throw these in the oven and they'll be ready within a few minutes. You need to do it fairly quickly after you've peeled the potato because they don't keep too well, but once they're cooked they make a lovely crispy crunchy crisp. And it really is that simple. Now I'll chuck the recipe for this in the description below and let me know if you give them a go yourself. And that's it guys, I really hope you want to give these a go. I'm going to put the links to the banana bread, the fried chicken and the risotto in the description below because they're on my blog. And then I will put the crisp recipe straight in the description because it really is super easy. So make sure you let me know if you give them a go, and I would love to hear your tips too to cut down on food waste. Do you have any recipes you use? any ways of using up stuff that you normally throw away, let me know in the comments. I really want to know, and I'll put a couple more videos here. Please hit subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!